Hey guys, it's me again, Tyler Jeffrey. It's been a while. There's actually something I wanted to talk about. About 16 years ago, a huge game hit the world. Started in Japan, like most games do, made it over here in Canada and North America. You probably know it as Pokemon. This game is huge to anyone who's really touched a Game Boy in their lives. I think if you've ever played a video game, you've most likely played Pokemon before. It's one of Nintendo's biggest games among Legend of Zelda, Mario, Samus, Kirby. It's one of the biggest franchises they have. Basically, the game originally started with 151 Pokemon, and your goal was to catch them all, become champion. Alright, and now, about 14 years later, they made Pokemon Black and White. It started with red and blue, or green in Japan, but then in 15 years later, they decided to make brand new Pokemon, take all the old ones, and make Pokemon Black and White. Neat thing is, this was made pretty much. It came out at the same time in Japan, about 10 years or 10 days difference, and I do believe it came out at the same time in North America and everywhere else. Right. So the point I've been making is this game's been loved for like 16 years now. It's been TV shows, parodies, inspiration to cosplays, to mangas, to so many things. Some of the best Let's Play things on YouTube are Pokemon ones. It's one of the best RPGs I've ever played. So Pokemon is this innocent thing that you play with these monsters. They battle each other. The main concept of Pokemon is you and an opponent, or several opponents, battle with these Pokemon. These creatures, also known as pocket monsters. You basically battle each other out, see who wins. It's pretty innocent when you just take a glance at it, but someone had to break it down. You know who that someone is? Peta, also known as People for the Ethical Treat of Animals, in accordance with principles of conduct that are considered correct. Okay. They dissected Pokemon and made it pretty much abuse to animals, experimental, they shouldn't treat them like this. Basically taking an innocent concept of a game. These creatures that aren't even real. Some of them aren't even animals. They are concepts of chandeliers, some are washing machines, piles of garbage. They don't show those, of course. They basically take Pikachu and 3 starters to the new Pokemon and basically say how they're mistreated and how all trainers and people want is to make them to use them either for food, for clothing, for fun, for battling, to make money. That's pretty much why they think they've been used. This pisses me off to a couple points. One, they're taking one of the biggest games I've played my whole life. It's one of my first video games. And they're making it as if it's training us to be cruel to animals, which isn't true because I love animals. So it's basically, it makes people become, when they get older, to mistreat animals and abuse them. That's bullshit. Another point, basically, instead of, putting their ethical treatment of animals, they decide to be unethical and go after Pokemon when they should be after animals that are almost extinct. Focus on the wildlife that is being killed by animals instead of focusing on a damn video game and making... Alright, so the main point of Pokemon Black and Blue, that's what it's called, is their little makeup game. Pokemon Black and Blue. Concept is, you are a Pikachu that just got free of one of your trainers. You're battling the trainer to get free of him and to free all of his Pokemon, and to let the world know that Pokemon are being mistreated. He gives you his T-Pig, and then you fight another the professor lady, and you get Servine or Snivy. Basically, along this, Nurse Joy, who's apparently good because she heals Pokemon, knows how bad humans are. I don't know what's the difference. She gives you a video about animal abuse, but actual animals. And then your goal in this game is to take this to like the global transferring center and to let everyone in the world see this video. So you're going through, and your final boss is Ash. Basically, your first Pokemon you get is Pikachu, and you basically have to battle Ash. So, you know, battling other Pokemon, not good, but battling humans is fine. Animals fighting humans is fine, which is really what's the difference in the actual aspect of we know right and wrong and they don't. I'm not going to get all this humble jumbo because then there's going to be people saying, oh, that's stupid, oh, and all animals there should be blah 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 blah. I think if we don't eat animals, they are going to overpopulate humans. And then there's going to be a whole thing on survival. So you're top of the food chain, you gotta stay like that. So basically, Peta decided to play with a childhood video game and not work on anything else. So yeah, Peta decided to go after another one of Nintendo's titles, because I do believe they went after Mario a couple years ago. Honestly, Peta, what's next? Are you going to go after Kirby because he eats animals, even though he's a pink blob, not even human? Or are you going to go after Link and Legend of Zelda because they kill these monsters that don't even exist? Alright, it's not like Pokemon are in the real world. It's a completely different world with different cities and everything we know of. So, how they're touching this stuff is just beyond stupidity. And before they know it, nobody is going to be safe from Peta. But like, it's not like when they bring these things up, it's like, oh my god, Peta's doing this, we should really not do it anymore. It's like, yeah, okay, alright Peta, you just sit over there, you talk, and I'm just going to play Pokemon, because it's a fun game that I've loved since I was a kid. That's basically what I had to talk about. Peta having nothing else better to do, even though there's so many things they could focus on. But there's even companies that don't even focus on animal care, that focus on them just to highlight them being actual companies. Oh, when I first heard about Pokemon Black and Blue, I'm like, okay, it's a parody. No, it's actually on the Peta's main page. Pokemon Black and Blue. It's astonishing how stupid people can be. Alright, so that's all I really have to talk about. Thank you for watching. Thank you for, if you liked this rant, like it down below. If you like my videos, subscribe, see more, watch more of me talking about stupid people doing stupid things. See you next time.